to change the lives of many young people who deserve it. So thank you to Carnegie Hall, thank you to United Way, and I'd like to turn it over to someone I'm sure you all know, Mr. Shawn J.C. Carter.
Good morning, hello, how are you? Right. I'm gonna be real short as always. Just want to thank United Way and thank Carnegie Hall for providing such a legendary venue, and for teaming up with our foundation so we can continue this great work. And I'm just gonna introduce you to the real stars, like the reason that we're doing this. You know, it's fantastic. It's gonna be some legendary nights, some loud music, and it's gonna be fun. And beautiful experience. But you know, the real reason that we're doing this is, you know, I would like to introduce you to Bianca and Pedro. Why don't y'all come on out? And the larger message is, now I think I got a booming voice. The larger message is, you know, what we really here for. You know, concert is great. You know, it underscores the story of, you know, about the stories. And we've been fighting that problem just separately. You know, so it's a good relationship, right? It's a great question.
Hi, Jay. Brian Miller from RapRadar.com.
Yeah, you stole my name.
We'll talk about that. I just want to know, how are the recipients chosen for the scholarship program? Are you involved hands-on, or is it through other people?
Yeah, I don't just pick people I like, you know. We go through this process. It was really grassroots, and my mom for, you know, very long time. Up until this year, we bought Danya aboard. I'm gonna let her speak to it as well. But you know, my mom would get on the bus and really, you know, tour colleges with, you know, with the students, and you know, it was, you know, for many years just us, you know, doing what we thought was right. And then Danya came, and now we're trying to organize these things in a way where it makes sense.
Yeah, we're just trying to put that magic formula into paper now. Because it is a magic formula. We have great students who have come through the program. Bianca is a prime example. But we do look for, we actually do some outreach to select schools in Brooklyn. We will be expanding our outreach. We request recommendations from guidance counselors. They're invited to orientation open house. Then we go through this real selection process where we're looking for candidates who show excellence in character, in, you know, they may not be at the top of their grade, but they're students who work really hard and who want to make a difference in their lives. And so those are the stories that we really like.
And if my mom doesn't kick them off the bus by then,
exactly.
then they
Then
take it. That's pretty much how it happens.
So there is a selection process.
How much will Jim McKinley, New York Times? How much will the tickets go for? How much do you hope to raise with this concert?
They're going to be scaled anywhere for the private sale. Again, when we talk about a private sale, we're really talking about a fundraising effort, and the United Way and our foundation and Carnegie Hall are going to be reaching out to people that would typically make these type of donations. Those tickets will range anywhere from $2,500 a piece down to probably $500. And there will also be some packages. We haven't determined the prices. They'll be available on Monday for some boxes. There are, I believe, 58 boxes per night that will also be available that will 6 to 8 people. That will hope, again, some large corporate sponsors will purchase those and perhaps, hopefully, donate some of those tickets to kids that are participating in the program or other people that wouldn't normally have the opportunity to attend.
So, how much do you hope to raise for charity?
I don't know that we'd be comfortable suggesting what that number is right now, but it would be hopefully in the millions of dollars.
Hi, Matthew Trammell from Rolling Stone. First of all, I just wanted to say that this is phenomenal work that you guys are all doing. I'm a product of the New York City public school system myself, so I know that work like this is desperately needed at all levels. I wanted to ask, about the nature of the concert. You and Kanye have just sort of wrapped up the Watch the Throne tour, and that's sort of been like a clinic in extravagance. How do you guys plan on translating some of that material to a more intimate, smaller setting?
I don't know if I'm bringing Kanye.
Oh, no, yeah, if you're not bringing Ye, then you yourself.
I'll tell you that joke later. I don't know, I haven't put together the look of it. We have some ideas that I'm looking at right now. I go about it like I put together any other show, as far as creatively. I don't know how to really answer that question. It's a separate and different thing. Watch the Throne. We're not finished yet, by the way. It's just a different thing. I go about it the same way as any other concert. I look at concepts, throw them against the wall, see if they work, tweak them, and then bring them to the public, and hopefully everyone loves it. If not, I'll just trash it and start again. It's not personal.
Hi. Can you talk about what it means to you personally to perform at Carnegie Hall and to be the first solo hip-hop artist ever to do so?
I feel like they bent the rules so that could make sense to me right now, but I'll take it. I just think, as an artist of hip-hop, anytime I get a chance to expand and broaden the reach of hip-hop is a great thing for me. On a personal level. But music is music. I believe all sort of music plays in all sort of things. I've always believed that. From Yankee Stadium to Royal Albert Hall to Carnegie Hall. So I think if music is great, it works in great venues. And I have great music. I took a page out of Pedro's.
You got it.
Matthew from the Associated Press. You've obviously affected people a lot with your music. As a young musician, did you ever think that you would be able to affect people, your community, in this kind of way?
I'm sorry, Aunt Kate, she was being very rude.
I was saying, you obviously affected a lot of people with your music. As a young musician, did you ever think you could affect your community in this kind of way?
Yeah, I just thought more on the level of, through my music, telling a story of someone who came from the sort of situations and, overcame some of the same hurdles and made it, made it in America, to coin the phrase. I thought that was the way I would inspire. I didn't think about it in terms of something so tangible. The work you can do and the lives you can affect. I just thought the music would inspire people to get out and follow their dreams. So on some level, yes, but not. I didn't expect that this would happen. No idea. Hope that answers the question.
Your last right back here, Asha.
The Shawn Carter Foundation has been around for a while, but I actually wanted to ask if this was especially meaningful to you, especially now that you're a father. Does this have a special meaning to you as well now?
No. I mean, simply, that's the, it's larger than my immediate family. It's never really been about my immediate family. The scholarship program is about giving other people, an opportunity. So.
And one last question.
Do you have commitments from any other artists to perform with you?
No, I don't. What would you like to see? I'm just taking wish list. Not really. I've been. It's February, so I pretty much like to punch the show. I try to do it pretty much close to opening doors as possible, so give it that element of something that can go wrong. I'm not, into that many rehearsals. I'll rehearse maybe a day before, and and we'll just, it adds an element of excitement to it for me. So we'll figure that out pretty close, if any. I'm on a new thing that surprises are no longer surprises, so why try to, special guests used to be, now it's almost expected, so there's no guest on Watch the Throne, maybe no guest on this, and then the next time when they're guests, you'll be surprised.
Hi, I'm Dimas Sanferenza from Global Grind. I just wanted to know, this is work with education, so I want to know how your own personal, I guess, your high school public education, how does this influence what you do?
I don't really understand that question.
Is this based on, your work with education, is this based on your negative public education experience, or is just...
What are you trying to say? No, it's just really based on opportunity. It's just, providing, opportunity, there. I was really lucky, I'm a lucky person. I had a talent to do something that I really loved, and it took me to places I thought I'd never see. My situation could have turned out differently, much differently, So, there'll be, my story is a bit of an anomaly. So just making sure that people are prepared for the future, prepared for this world, and especially people that have drive and want to go further. And excuse me. And if the thing that's holding them back is something financial, then I think I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair. So just provide an opportunity for people that want to further their education and be successful importantly. So it's not based on I was going to go to Harvard.